beautiful friends. I don't know if or why this really matters, but I was told to talk to you from the bedroom floor today. So we have Marilyn here with us. I lit this candle that I gave my mom a while ago. It's like I think it's Game of Thrones, but it's like a dragon egg. So I feel there's like dragon energy with this, and I have this like astrology tapestry, and you can see Virgo, and like this, I think that this reading is going to be like Pisces season advice, but also with Pisces season advice, like we would be wise to remember that the North Node is in Pisces and the South Node is in Virgo, and Aster Cat is coming in to say hello. Hi, Queen. I'm just gonna close the door. Oh no. All my bottles just fell over. That's okay. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're having a great Saturday. I hope you are feeling productive, and if not productive, then restful. And remember that rest is productive. So, yeah, anyways, I am trying to get my sinuses unclogged. So to do that, I have to get better at taking my nasal spray. So I've been doing that. And yesterday I felt like pretty terrible, but today I'm feeling like a bit better. So if I keep this up for a week, I'm gonna be unstoppable. And another thing too actually is like I am notorious lately for pressing snooze. So I asked my mom to start waking me up when she gets up in the morning so that I don't press snooze for like multiple hours, because I do that sometimes. And God has just told me that like morning meditation, like just taking like 30 minutes, 15 minutes even, if that's all I can do, but like really I can take as much time as I need because I'm lucky enough to have a job that allows for that, like so long as I don't have any meetings or whatever. But anyways, yeah, just take time for myself in the morning to kind of just like, you know, do some stretches, like check in with myself, like, you know, get my own flow of thought going for the day before I allow something or like someone else to piss me off. So because I have a bad habit of that. Like I'll just wake up and I'll like check my phone and I'll see like, you know, like a work email, and I'm like, okay, what's the most stressful thing I need to deal with? Let me get that out of the way right away. And then it's just, you know, it's like you're raising your cortisol levels, and then the rest of the day is just like stress. But like lately it's been good that I've been like, you know, making it a point to get out of the house, because I have felt like a bit of a recluse lately. Like even I went to the grocery store, and that's big for me. I don't really like the grocery store. I have to be in the right frame of mind to go there. If I'm overstimulated or just like, I don't know, if it's really busy, I'm not. I don't like having to go there and get a lot of things. So yeah, today I went to my favorite grocery store. I got a handful of things, and it was good. Yeah, I have 4 decks of cards here for us. So we're gonna get some philosophical questions to ponder for Pisces season. Or at least, you know, one to start. We'll see what comes out. I use this deck maybe in, if not my last video, then a recent one. Okay, there's quite a few stuck in here. I've been trying to be more organized with my cards lately, because sometimes I'll just, you know, like use a bunch of them and then just leave them out, but I've been better lately. And also like I'm doing better at like decluttering and like getting rid of stuff. Like I have a whole bag of clothes that next time my little cousin is in town, I'm gonna give them to her and be like, hey, try these on, and whatever you don't want or doesn't fit you, I'll go drop off at Value Village or try to sell. Okay, we got a whole stack came out. Okay, well maybe these will be our 4 questions. Why do you think some people hate each other? Well, I could talk about this for about an hour probably. At the end of the day, people hate each other because of their ego. People hate each other because other people show them things in themselves that they want to avoid. And also because choosing hate is often easier than choosing love. Like choosing hate is like the Neanderthal thing to do. Oh, and who asked us that? Friedrich Nietzsche. Okay, got a nice mustache. What do you think it means to have freedom? This comes from Karl Marx. Freedom is being in control of your own vibration, not giving your energy away to another, because energy is the most powerful thing you have. Like freedom is giving your all to the present moment and being receptive to what life is offering you and surrendering to the higher plan. That to me is freedom. And also not having to explain yourself to anyone, because that shit is annoying. Do you think vast space travel will be possible in the near future? Who's asking this? not Elon Musk. I mean, Elon is out here trying to make it happen. I don't really care about that. I care more about inner world travel. I don't think I would go to space if given the opportunity. Do you think it is ever okay to tell a lie? I am not much of a liar, although, like, have I been in the past? In the past, I feel like I used to be, like, I think this is the way of, like, a woman with a lot of water sign energy. You can be very emotionally manipulative, and I was. In an old earth, I was emotionally manipulative. But not in a new earth. I don't know. I see honesty as the best policy. Like, if you're gonna tell a lie, you have to be prepared to back that shit up. And if you can't do that, then, like, you shouldn't be lying. I feel like only intelligent people can lie. Because some people, you know, will, like, lie to save another person's feelings, but I don't see, like, the value in that. Okay. These are shamanic oracle cards that we are going to shuffle. This is one of my favorite decks of cards, and I just feel like, you know, Pisces is, like, the last sign of the zodiac, and it is kind of just, like, this, like, transformative sort of, like, era, I guess. It's, like, the end of a cycle. Like, think back, like, where were you this time last year? Like, have you achieved, because it's like you don't just have to do that at New Year's, you know, it's like you can always compare, like, March 2024 to March 2025, you know, and be like, okay, where was I last year and what didn't go well, and how can I turn those things in my favor this time? Calling. So, like, were you on purpose this time last year? I wasn't. I mean, like, I kind of was, but I wasn't fully, like, I didn't take myself as seriously as I need to. So, what is calling your energy and your attention at this time? And, like, you know, things that are calling your soul, not your ego, because, again, like, your ego wants what it wants, and that's not always, like, for your higher purpose. So, you have to, boredom is a breeding ground for bad decisions. I have to keep reminding myself of this, and this is why I have to stay dangerous, because, like, if I get bored of, like, doing the everyday, like, basic mundane things, that's when I start to, like, seek adventure, see staff foundations. So, like, right now, I'm setting solid foundations for, like, the life I want to live. It's like I have to act as if I already have the things that, like, I know are coming to me, that have been promised to me. You know, I can't, like, be out here, you know, like, squandering my energy and giving it all away and just being like, okay, as soon as what I want shows up, like, I'll get it together. My ears are ringing right now. That's not how it works. Like, I have to set the foundation, and I have to follow my calling and be on purpose. And yeah, actually, because that card came out with, what do you think it means to have freedom? And, like, solid foundations will allow me to have freedom. Disperse. So, do you think space travel will be possible in the near future? So this kind of means maybe, like, people are dispersing, and there's, like, if not space travel, it's like we have two dimensions going on in Earth at the same time. Like, there's an old Earth and a new Earth, so it's like you can travel between an old Earth and a new Earth based on what your vibration is. And I don't know, that's just very evident to me. Like, I can sense when people are on the same planet as me. Okay, we'll get one more of these. Okay, well, two wanted to come out. So, West Purge. So this came out with, do you think it's ever okay to tell a lie? So I think maybe, like, purge yourself. Like, you can forgive yourself for lying in the past, and you can forgive yourself for, like, believing lies others told you. Sorry, I can't even get full words out right now. I think in my last video I was talking about a guy that I dated, and like, I knew that this man, like, he did not want me, he did not like me, he was not very nice to me, right? But I would sit there and I would still, like, accept, like, crappy treatment, like, accept less than I deserved, and it was like he would fully lie to me. And then it's like I would come to him and I would be like, hey, like, okay, so you said this and now you're saying this and this is a lie. And then he would just be like, oh, I was drunk. And I would still be like, okay, this is, like, I felt like it was my responsibility to change him, or, like, my responsibility to prove to him, like, I'm a good person and you shouldn't lie to me. But really the way to do that, to show someone that you're a good person and they shouldn't lie to you, is to take your power back and be like, okay, you are not worthy of me. Like, you don't deserve me, so therefore I'm going to take my energy back. Like I said, like, why do you think some people hate each other? And, yeah, maybe because they're giving their power away to another. Okay, and we got sea creatures here. Immersion, which is funny, because, like I was saying, I can't remember if I said this or not, but like the dragon candle, I feel like there's like water dragon energy in the air. And also on my TV right now I have like an aquarium video playing, and Pisces, you know, that's just like deep depths, water, and everything happening like with the earthquakes and stuff, like Atlantis is rising, you know what I mean? So I feel like I probably have an Atlantean lifetime. I haven't really dove in too far into that, I don't think, but I would believe that. I feel like I've had a lifetime in every fucking era. Machiavelli. What is your favorite season of the year? Why? So this came out with immersion, right? So it's like no matter what season of the year it is, no matter if you like it or you hate it, like you have to immerse yourself. You have to fully be there, and that's the only way that you'll learn to appreciate those seasons. You know, like I don't really like winter, but still, like even this year, like I went sledding. I honestly, like, I'm very grateful I don't have to go outside a whole lot, and that is kind of what has made me appreciate winter more, because when I was younger, it was like I had to wake up early and go to school and like wait outside for the school bus and like just be in the freezing cold, and like, oh my god, it was so miserable. I hated it. But now it's like I can start my car like from inside and let it warm up for 20 minutes and then drive to Starbucks and like, you know, just put her out in the cold for 30 seconds and go inside and like pre-order my little coffee. Sit there and work and whatever, you know. It's like I can, that, like, I feel very free because I can be where I want to be, and like I can do my work from anywhere, and like I mean that literally. It's like, you know, my job, like as long as I have an internet connection on my laptop I can do it, but also like my work is just like being here, and I can do that anywhere as long as I am in the right energy and like putting myself out there and like, you know, like sharing with people and like being kind. Okay, so we also have the Surrealist Tarot. That's like big Pisces energy, you know, like random acts of kindness. I love doing stuff like that. Like when I'm feeling extra abundant in my bank account, I make sure to, ooh, I'm getting like a headache right now. I make sure to tip the people, even if it's just $1, you know what I mean? It's just like spread the wealth. I don't like to hoard things. I like to share everything that I have. The Page of Wands. So this is, it's funny, this came out under like the why do you think some people hate each other pile. And Page of Wands, I think, can be just like acting out of ego. It's like rage bait, you know. It's like you see something that like pisses you, like one person that usually you like, your like mutuals or whatever on social media, and then they post one thing that doesn't feel aligned with you, and then you spiral out of control and like freak out at them and be like, oh my god, you're the worst person ever because you support this, blah blah blah, instead of just being curious. Like a Page of Cups might be a more curious or whatever, so it might be better to be in that energy. Well, really, you're King of Cups, but then, you know, you'd be open and be like, hey, like, why do you feel this way, if you really want to connect with someone. But like, yeah, like we have to let ourselves be triggered less easily, or like be less reactive when we're triggered, and be more curious. Just, you know, and even like instead of being curious about why other people think differently from you, because that's like literally perfectly normal, be curious why you're triggered that people think differently from you. I think that's the bigger mystery here that we could spend some time unraveling, because I mean, I've had to unlearn those things in myself, and I don't even really know how I did it. It just took a lot of patience and a lot of like a higher perspective, like understanding. Okay, let me cut this. The Empress, that is freedom. So yeah, setting my foundations so that the Empress is ready for the Emperor. Like I said, in a new earth, it is the woman's time. It is our time to shine and show the way and lead. Like we're going to show a different way. Things don't have to be the way they were in an old earth. Things can be different. They're going to be. They have to be. The Six of Wands. So yeah, this is like victory after a long battle. So I think this is just like in a new earth, we are in a victory mindset. Like someone was messaging me on Tumblr the other day, and I don't know, they were saying they were sad, or they were like, oh my god, I don't know, I said you have to say winning, like there's no losers in a new earth. And it's true, like people that are in like lower like division consciousness, like separation consciousness, and like lack mentalities, like they are in maybe they're in their Five of Wands, right? But then so once you progress, once you let go of all that shit, then you can just move into celebration and like being in the moment and like happy for like everything that's happening, everything that's unfolding in front of you. There's lots of green right now. I don't think you guys can see the cards, but yeah, lots of green here. So that tells me heart chakras. Okay. I'll see 5 of Wands. So, this is like, this came out with like the purge and like, do you ever think it's okay to tell a lie? And so maybe like if you need to lie to people who are in an old earth to like separate yourself from them, like sever those ties, like if people are holding you down, then like do that. I think that's fine or whatever, but like, yeah, just like get out of, you see like these people, it's like they're just fighting, they're throwing their sticks at each other. And then this person, she's on purpose. Look at her, she has all these, I don't even know what she's got. She's tapped into the divine, like she's on her own, but she's thriving. And these people are just, again, who even knows, why are you just tossing sticks at each other? Like, someone was describing, like, you know, like the political landscape, like the two-party system, like it's just like a game of like ping pong, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like back and forth and back and forth. Like Trump comes in, the first thing he does is undoes pretty much everything Biden did over the last 4 years. I'm like, to me, I had to laugh because I'm like, how do you people not see? Like, how do you people not see what's happening? It's just going to continue this way forever and ever and ever and ever if we don't change it. And the only way to change it is to not really like pay attention, you know? It's like to raise your vibration, like not let that shit get you angry. 4 of Pentacles. So this is I mean, typically this is like miserly, but okay, so you see how there's like all these different worlds or whatever on this card, right? So then the question that this was like, what is your favorite season of the year? It's like even your least favorite season is like its own little world, right? So you like go in there and like if you really immerse yourself in that, again, you will find reasons to love that season. You will adopt an attitude of gratitude and you will be able to be in the present moment more. Because I know like seasonal affective disorder is a real thing. You know, like when I was younger and I had to go outside in the cold and like, you know, wake up early and whatever, I didn't fuck with that. So I'd be like, sorry, you know, like I'd be like, oh my god, like I'm so depressed, I just don't want to go to school today. And now it's like I have the luxury of like, if I don't want to get up and get out of bed, I can just pull my laptop there and lay there in bed and work, you know. And even if I have to do a meeting from bed, like a lot of the times, like me and my boss will both turn on our cameras and like our hair will look like shit. And it'll be like 8 in the morning and we'll be like, how are you? Like, and we'll be like, oh my god, I'm so burnt out, but like we're just laughing, but like we do enjoy what we do, you know what I mean? It's just like her and I think we both kind of like mirror each other. Like we're getting this, these are affirmation cards, by the way, or sorry, law of attraction cards. So we do really like mirror each other. And yeah, no, I'm very glad that I have like a mentor like her in my life, and I'm glad that I have like the little project that is work, like I'm helping, and even like in the workplace, right? So it's like within my team, I can tell, okay, I'm like, whose head is tapped into a new earth and who is like stuck in those like lack mentalities, lower vibration consciousness, because those are the people that like don't turn their work in on time. Like they're not communicative, they're not receptive to like growing. Like you say things like add value and they're like, ugh. It's like, well, that's what you need to do. You're here to do the work, which is adding value, like, you know. And if you don't want to work, like, don't apply for the job. Like, I'm sorry, but like while you're working, I need you to be present and conscious and like to enjoy the creative process, because to be able to create for a living, that is a blessing. But surprisingly, it is hard to find good creatives these days, but I remain hopeful. Okay, can we get some? Okay. Every morning for 30 days, I will intentionally intend. You know how I was talking about, I think at the start of this, God has been telling me to do morning meditation. So maybe for Pisces season, all of it, that will be my thing. I will intentionally intend for 30 days and I will see kind of what comes to me like while I'm doing these morning meditations. So the back of this card says, if every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I expect to see, no matter who I am with, no matter where I am, no matter what I am doing, I intend to see that which I want to see, you will change the momentum of your life experience. So for me, I guess I could say that in like, I always joke, like I'm like, why am I not married yet? So if I intend to see love in my everyday experience for the next 30 days, like that's only going to move me closer to that, you know, and that's what's going to keep me ready. So that's really beautiful, actually. So yeah, I intentionally intend to see love instead of hate, instead of division for the next 30 days. And I intentionally intend to be balanced in my masculine and feminine energies and really just like be the best version of myself. I can turn a downward spiral upward. This is so true. You always have it within you to take your power back. Whether it be, 3 seconds into you realizing like, hey, I'm not on purpose, or 3 days into a fucking bender, you can always take your power back. But if you don't, if you choose to just keep spiraling, then you're just gonna keep spiraling. So as you focus on the best of what you do have, even if it only is a small part of your experience, the law of attraction will now bring you more of the essence of that. So like how I was saying, I'm going to intentionally intend to see love, right? So then as I do that, more and more and more love comes to me, which why wouldn't I want that, right? And the only thing that's keeping that from being my reality is me. The only thing standing in my way is me. Maybe I should watch Black Swan. And so you can release a downward spiral with a fast-moving upward spiral by simply directing your thoughts more to things you do want. And, if you feel like you're a person who's, like, stuck in, like, a negative frame of mind, like, really ask yourself, like, okay, what am I consuming? Like, at the end of the day, like, if, like, you have a really stressful day at work and then you go home and, like, binge watch, which is, like, a bunch of stuff, like, you binge watch the news and it makes you feel miserable or whatever, it's like you use your 15-minute break to, like, doom scroll on social media. Like, why don't you start, putting things in your brain that feel more aligned with the vibration you want to be on. So podcasts are great. I have so many good podcast recommendations. If you guys ever need them, like, leave me a comment and I will share some that have helped me. But just like it's about finding things that feel aligned with you, even just like learning about things that like you wanted to like learn about instead of just like sticking true to like binge watching the same old shows or whatever. Like, you need to break free of inertia if you want to get out of downward spirals. Okay, we can, like, I've been there, I've done all of this, I've done the work, I promise you. Like, if you guys knew me 4 years ago, you would be like, what the fuck? Like, the amount of evolution I've gone through. And then now people don't want to listen to me because, like, they see me and they're just like, oh, this girl has it all, she's perfect, she's never had to struggle. So, I've been a bit more open about the things that, like, I've been through in my past lately, because I do want people to, like, give me credit for all that I have overcome, and I need to give myself more credit, because sometimes I forget that, like, damn, I went through the ringer, and, but I think that's kind of like the Aquarian way. Like, we're very old when we're young, and then as we get older, we age backwards. My every relationship can now feel better as I choose to see the love in it. It's like, as you accept people for who they are. So even if someone is pissing you off, choose love. Right? Just choose and be like, I love this person because, yeah, this is who they are. Look, that's just them being them again, and I love them for that. And it'll confuse the fuck out of them. And then maybe they'll be like, oh, maybe I should change. But by intending, as you are moving into a segment of relationships, to focus upon your points of harmony, to give your great attention not to what you are disagreeing about, but to the things you agree upon, that is the resolution in all relationships. For when you focus on what you do not like, by the law of attraction, you solicit more of what you do not want. So, like, for example, I do not like the distance in the relationship I have right now, So then if I focus on that, it's just creating more of it. Then I'm just putting myself more in that state of suffering. I just saw 333 when I said that. But if I focus on the love, all the examples of love around me, then I am in that receptive frame. I am looking for love around me. I'm being in the present moment instead of being like, why is this person not here? So, that is that is God reminding me to spend less time being human and more time being divine. You know what? I think that might be the title of this video. Yeah, I like that. That's like good Pisces season vibes. And then, Aries season will come around in March, and it'll be like the energetic new year, because it'll be a fresh zodiac cycle, and we can all be born again in the spring. Spring always brings rebirth. I use the law of creation deliberately. So, like, how in, I was just talking about spring, right? But, like, in the winter things can't really grow or whatever, right? And even like animals are hibernating and stuff. But so it's like, if now like, okay, this is like a period of rest for me, but like in the spring, like I intend to like come back alive. Like, how can you start integrating those energies into your life now? Like, how can you start like gently preparing yourself to wake back up and like come back to life in the spring? So this says the law of creation has two important parts: the desire for the creation and the allowing of the creation. So that's like balance of masculine and feminine, like how a baby is made, right? It's like the woman has to receive and the man has to give. Birds and the bees, baby. Whether you were thinking of what you desire or the lack of what you desire, remember, the direction of your thought is your choice. The law of creation goes to work upon whatever you were thinking about. So you can spend, you know, the last few weeks of winter like stressing and being like, oh my god, I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to this winter, and now I can't like be on purpose this spring. Or you can slap yourself in the face and be okay, I'm going to be gentle with myself now. I'm going to be on purpose. I'm going to be present. I'm going to be in the moment. I'm going to be receptive to everything life is giving me. I'm going to intentionally intend to see love, and I'm going to allow the universe to give it to me without trying to meddle. I am notorious for trying to meddle, honey. Any way I can energetically. It's that mind freak in me. I'm like, let me just try and figure this out. God is telling me, I just see 555 motorcycles, God is telling me, no, like the change, it's all in my control. He says, don't worry about it. You just worry about you. You worry about being wholesome and beautiful and on purpose and spreading the word of God and wearing, there's like my Yoda socks. So I just, yeah, I do things, like I just went to the grocery store, like I was saying earlier, and there was like a mother and son there, and oh my god, my baby fever was on 1,000,000 bajillion. So I'm just staying ready. I'm staying ready for everything that God is preparing for me, and I am just knowing and trusting. And again, being more divine and less human. That's what I have to do. Okay. Oh, no, that one went back in. I was going to grab it, but it said I'm shy. Okay, one more card. The cards are doing weird things right now, you guys. Give me one, please, God. Just one. And then I can let these people go back to their beautiful weekend. My creative power lies in the moment. And this is red, so root chakra, so stay grounded, okay? And like take care of yourself. So whether you are thinking about something happening now, or something that happened in the past, or something you would like to happen in the future, you are doing the thinking now, and it is this present thought vibration that the law of attraction is responding to. Therefore, your power to create is now. So I mean, I know this, you know, I spend so much time thinking and yearning and scheming and plotting about how I want my future to be, but, you know, if I'm just sitting there thinking, like, it's like, okay, great, there's that thought energy, but how can I take positive action and put myself in a vibration that is aligned with, like, acting as if I already have those things, right? So it's like, what would the version of me who is, like, married and has children do? And obviously it's like, she would be out here living a whole different life, like, she would be very busy, you know what I mean? But it's like, at the end of the day, like, when I am a wife and a mother, I still wanted to make it a priority to take care of myself, right? So it's like, I need to prioritize these things now and make them like a part of my routine now, so that like when I do move into this next era of my life, I don't lose this part of me that I've spent so long like nurturing, because I lost her before. You know, she's come and gone and come and gone and come and gone over the years, but now it's like we are here, we're holding on, we're never going back again. Okay, so my Pisces season message for you, again, be less human, be more divine, okay? Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys so much, all 44 of you, my disciples. Okay, happy Pisces season. It doesn't start until like the 18th or 19th or something, I think, but the vibes are here now. It's 555 as I'm saying this. Change is coming. Things are shifting. Stay ready. Stay dangerous.